Good morning, Sam. And yes, it's raining out here. The roads are very wet, and the Thika Road is not looking good at all. If you're coming to Thika Road, please prepare for heavy traffic. Things are not looking good at all. All the lanes around here at Pangani are blocked. You can see on the left, this is the main highway towards Pangani. That's Muthaiga Road down there, and Kiambu Road on the other side at the corner. All of them are very slow, very slow. In fact, we're getting updates from people who say it stretches as far back as TRM, that's Thika Road Mall, just at Kasarani. And it is not looking good at all this morning. And we also wanted to highlight something else this morning about this lane right here on the red lane on Thika Road, which is one of the 6 BRT identified routes that are going to be used by BRT buses. That's a rapid bus transport system. And we've been, last week there was an interesting development where Isuzu Kenya, which is one of the manufacturers of buses, and was commissioned by the Tanzania government to produce the buses for their BRT system. They launched a few BRT buses last week, and again later on in the week, City Hall, Director of Minister for Infrastructure, gave a report and said that they have banned the buses, but then there was no official communication. And we've been trying to reach to Mr. Mohamed Dagane to tell us why they banned the buses, why exactly they banned the buses. They said something about safety standards of the buses, but then they didn't give any official communication. And we're also reaching to NTSA to give us some of the issues about safety standards. On the side of Isuzu Kenya, they say that they were ready to produce the buses. In fact, the buses are ready, but then there was confusion because even the guys from Isuzu got the reports from social media just like everybody else. There was no official communication in terms of what exactly was wrong with the safety standards of the buses. So that's the story we're following up, and it's developing because there's a bit of confusion. Even the lanes that were labeled a very long time ago, they were labeled very early this year in January, but then still no buses are being used. The government in June had a plan to import the buses from South Africa, but then there was also public uproar on the move, considering that the Tanzanian government, which was buying their buses from China, now considered buying their buses from Kenya, with LSHS, which was one of the manufacturers in Kenya, and which was commissioned now to produce the buses to Tanzania. So the government now shifted the move to produce the buses here in Kenya. Now the system has not been implemented, which is bringing a lot of confusion because some of these manufacturers say they are ready to deploy the buses, but then they're not sure when the government is going to implement that. That's a story we're following up for you, of course, with the NTSA to give us specifications on the standards of the buses that are going to be used on the roads. They have identified 6 routes which are going to be used by the bus rapid transit system in Nairobi. So that's something we're following up for you. So in case you don't know what this red line means on Thika Road, that is what has been identified as a bus rapid transport system lane, which some people said it's a bit confusing because they say on Kenya we drive on the left side, but they're labeled on the right side. So a bit of confusion on how exactly they're going to be used. But then we're going to keep you updated on this information. Anyway, back to the traffic situation on Thika Road. Please be careful. The roads are very wet. It has rained very heavily this morning, so most of the roads are wet. Please be careful when you're driving. And that is how it looks here on Thika Road this morning, Sam.